Hey everybody, welcome to HockeySkatedown. Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you want to join our hockey team, it's free. Click subscribe, hit the notification bell to all. Thank you all so much, and let's get started. Toronto Maple Leafs Nation, rejoice! This team has advanced to the second round. It's been a long time coming. I know this was a victory that you saw the just joy in all the guys and girls' faces when they saw that the Maple Leafs have won the series. This was a hard series against the Tampa Bay Lightning. You know, this team was built to win. The Tampa Bay Lightning, they have a really tough team to get ahead of, and the Toronto Maple Leafs did it. They finally advanced to the second round, and it's been a long time. It's been 19 years for this team. It's been 6,948 days since the Toronto Maple Leafs have won a series. It's been a long time, but they're finally advancing to the second round of this year's playoffs. And, you know, it was a big victory for this team, a big victory for the franchise, and a big victory for the fans because they've stuck together with this team for a long time. You know, seeing just years pass of teams getting ahead in the series, losing series because the team came back and won Game 7s. You know, this has been a tough ride, and, you know, I hope Maple Leafs fans are rejoicing with this one. This was an awesome win, and the team is playing well. So I want to talk about the game. I want to talk about the team, so please stay with me throughout. This should be a fun video. The Toronto Maple Leafs win Game 6, 2-1 in overtime and advance to the second round of the 2023 NHL playoffs. Like I said before, this is the first time since 2004, 19 years ago. You know, after that Game 5 loss, you know, I know there was a lot of doubt creeping in again because we've seen this happen before. And, you know, they were able to stick to the game plan and win the series. But this Toronto Maple Leafs team is different than years past. Looking at the lineup, you have Järnkrok, you have Matthews, you have Marner. Bunting came back in this game. Tavares, Nylander. Knies has added something in his 5 games with this team. Reilly has been a huge addition to this team. And I talked about the video when Kyle Dubas made this trade. I absolutely love what Ryan O'Reilly does to this team. He brings depth. He brings another center who's logged a lot of NHL games. He has experience. He's a Stanley Cup champion. He knows what it takes on and off the ice. He's a voice in the locker room, on the bench. He's just a tremendous addition to this team, and he's playing well in these playoffs. Noel Acciari, you have Kerfoot, Kampf, and Lafferty. I like that line. Then on defense, you have Reilly, Schenn, McCabe, Brody, Giordano, Liljegren, and Samsonov in net is playing well. You know, four wins, 2 losses in the series. You know, he made some huge saves tonight and, you know, played really well. So hopefully he can keep it up and help this team get to, you know, advancing in other rounds. So, you know, it's a huge victory for this team. I'm so happy for them. This has been a long time coming for the fans, and I know they're still smiling from ear to ear. I know they're probably still pumped up as hell. So, you know, let's talk about the rest of this. So looking at the stats of the game, the shots were in favor of the Tampa Bay Lightning, 32-22. Hits were in favor of the Toronto Maple Leafs, 42-41, and that's exactly what Kyle Dubas wanted to bring into this team. Especially, he wanted to bring the physicality, that grit, those bottom line players who can play a tough, grinded out game. And look at what has done in this game: 42 hits to 41, and block shots too. That's another thing to attribute: 29-19. So you're playing tough, you're playing gritty, you're playing to win, and that's exactly what they've done. Looking at the scoring summary, there was no scoring in the first. In the second, Auston Matthews absolutely took that pass and blasted it top shelf. And he's been tremendous this series. You know, in these 6 games, he has 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points, and he's scoring every different way. He's not just shooting like he's done in the past. He's going to the front of the net. He's playing gritty. He's, you know, deflecting pucks in and, you know, just calling plays of where he wants to be and get the puck to shoot it home. And he's been sensational, and hopefully he can keep it up because he's the workhorse. He's the engine of this team that helps it to go. So, you know, in the third period, Steven Stamkos tied the game 1-1. And in overtime, John Tavares swooped around the net and put that puck on net, hit off of a Tampa Bay Lightning skate and went in. And this place absolutely went crazy. You saw players jumping around. You saw Tavares skating around, not knowing what to do with all the motions going on in his head. And he just ended such a long drought. You saw Sheldon Keefe like jumping to the roof the way he was jumping on the bench. You saw Kyle Dubas and company up top just rejoicing. And Dubas was pumped, man. He was pumped. Looked like he wanted to go out and bench 500 pounds. This guy is just... he's had it hard. You know, he's year in, year out tried to assemble a team to help them get over this hump. And this year he's finally done it. And, you know, congratulations to him, to the coach, to the rest of the ownership, to the coaching staff, all the people that don't get their acknowledgement. They deserve this as well. This is a big victory for the whole organization, not just the players. And, you know, it's something. It's a hard task to do, to put a team together. I don't know it myself, but I hear from a lot of, you know, GMs speak about this every time. It's hard to assemble. We're constantly working, constantly on the phones to try to make our team better. And Kyle Dubas has done it this year. He's added players to help this team get over the hump, and they have. So looking at the way the rest of the team has played this year in the playoffs, Mitch Marner with 6 games played, 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points. He's had a sensational run in these playoffs. Matthews is second with 6 games played, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. Morgan Reilly, 6 games played, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Your captain, John Tavares, 6 games played, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. O'Reilly, 6 games played, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points, and he's been sensational since coming over. He loves it. The team loves him, so hopefully there's a long-term thing with this as well. And then looking at Nylander, 6 games played, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. And Knies, since coming over, has 5 games played, 0 goals, 3 assists, 3 points. I know Toronto Maple Leafs fans want to see him bury one, and, you know, he will in time. But, you know, it's been a great run for this team. You know, this was one of the best series of this year's playoffs. And, you know, the Toronto Maple Leafs finally won one, finally exercised their demons, as they say, and finally got over the hump of, you know, getting over the first round. So, you know, congratulations to the fan base. Congratulations to the players and everybody involved. This was a hell of a series. So we'll see what happens going ahead for the rest of the playoffs. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'll do more Toronto Maple Leafs videos as the series goes on. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate your time. Smash that like button if you haven't done so, and subscribe to the Hockey Skate Down. It's free, and join our hockey team. Thank you all so much. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great night. Take it easy. Stay safe.